Bonjour. Comment vous allez? J'espère que tout va bien. Alors nous voici de nouveau sur la chaîne K-TV.
Given that there isn't much at stake going into this tie.
Yeah, definitely it's not the easiest way to end up the season without being in the Champions League final after losing again up against one of the teams that were struggling during the season, and because they don't have anything to fight for, just the pride of being ahead of the rivals from the city.
Complacency that Casey referenced over the whole issue of racism is what Real Madrid and Carlo Ancelotti himself hope to replace with a call to action, and certainly the events of the last few days have been almost unprecedented, I think, in the history of La Liga. The league and the federation both taking action.
The other thing I like about it is Vinny Jr. come out and saying, this isn't just about a hashtag. This isn't about some little flag in the corner of the broadcast. You know, there needs to be more than that, and hopefully the
pitch. The Real Madrid players with something choreographed here. Always in doing so.
Yeah, definitely a club that has a little bit of a chip on the shoulder. Opportunity to show up against, obviously, the likes of Atletico, the likes of Real Madrid. The Real Madrid fans are.
Oh, there's a shot from distance, not that far off the target either. It was Oscar Valentin. Rodrygo. Rodrygo had stayed wide. Modric finding him. Rodrygo's cross. Punched away by Dimitri. A question still to be answered, of course, but it can go one or two. Kind of thing given that left foot. Nicely flighted of Benzema. 4 consecutive games away from home in all competitions, and there's a shot that is something that Courtois just has to beat away. Right his leg there in clearing his lines. He's now going to have a corner to do it. It can go one or two ways, Casey, can't it?
Yeah, and I think some of the
goal scorer. Vallecano making their presence felt again, and it was an emergency clearance needed. The follow-up shot. Modric trying to bend it around the back. Not quite for Benzema. Modric outside of the foot. Delightfully done. Camilo trying to turn. And Courtois.
Last year, they picked up 4 points over Barcelona again this year. Obviously beating Real Madrid at home and
characteristic sloppiness from
percent possession and win 3-0.
Rodrygo. There's some fancy footwork. Valverde was showing real intent to get on the end of it.
You have a bunch of red shirts trying to fight back, and then you have the pace of Rodrygo, the cleverness of Benzema. You're then in trouble. But
so inside Ramazania, the shot might be on again with the left-footed efforts. This time was on target. Winding up for a long,
comfortable save.
Yeah, and Lejeune at the other end. There's some defensive work to do. Rodrygo taking on his man. Oh, mistake at the back and punished. Benzema. Who else really is wincing in pain? But pleasure all around the Bernabeu as Real Madrid break through. It's taken them half an hour. Smiles for Vinny Jr. and for the president. Vallecano seemed to go to sleep momentarily. Vallecano just expecting something else and caught out by, as Palazon tries to catch out Courtois.
We're going to do something that they clearly weren't. If you see it all the way, in the end, it's fairly comfortable. If it's coming through legs and swerving and
that grey area, that murky area, Casey, between the letter of the law and the spirit of the game, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Rodrygo back on the left now, and a lovely little nutmeg from him. Valverde had to check his run. A little knee in the back there was a painful one for Camavinga. You could almost... Oh. Rayo have never done the double. Of course, not many teams get to do that. They have a chance. Rodrygo.
That it's Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, and then
Rodrygo and Benzema going to work. Benzema back to Rodrygo.
turf monster.
Yeah, he went down. First half here, Kroos trying to measure that for Benzema, who got free. Tonight by fine save, Rodrygo. And Xhaka Hislop after this. You could clearly see there from the body language, Casey, that the subject of the conversation, the Cameo and Comiciano were saying, well, where was the whistle? And Manzano saying around the ankles, courtesy of Camavinga. Surely be enough to at least seal second place. Remember, they've only finished. Quite sure how you produce those two results back to back.
Half of the season to secure a European place for next year.
Yep. Something. Madrid almost playing themselves into hot water there.
In Spain, you had 3 of the 4 semi-finalists in the Champions League were Spanish sides, and none of those.
That was an invitation to dart into the area. Wash in terms of the finances involved, pretty much. As he said, through to Modric, who'd gone outside, then the outside of the boots, delivering the cross. And that was
yes,
the team that went on to win the championship and the Champions League, of course.
don't have the day-to-day, where you then have stretches where you're able just to watch players and come into camp for
to quell the attack. Well, that's one way of quelling things.
I'll pull you back, then you pull me.
Which as well, Valverde, we were just talking about him.
You know, the player's the only one that can really answer that question.
Oh, this is... They translate it into something. This is Rodrygo. He won La Decima, though, the all-important 10th Champions League during that time. Didn't... Now Kroos thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, he has time.
Yeah. Now, shot is on, and the equaliser is there. And Rayo Vallecano have been threatening it, really, from kick-off tonight. It's taken them 83 minutes, but they've delivered here at the Bernabeu. And just like that, Raul de Tomas, who's come to life as a goal scorer for them, has his third in as many weeks. And it's one.
That near post space.
Here's Rodrygo trying to place it, and he has placed it to perfection. Well, on a night where he replaced Vinny Jr. on the left-hand side for Real Madrid, he may just have had the final say in this one at the Bernabeu. As Vinny looks up.
1000 থেকে 1200 ধরলাম আপনারা তিনজন আছেন 1000 টাকা এই খরচ পড়লো তাহলে কিন্তু পার পারসন 300 টাকার বেশি পড়তেছে তার মানে এক নাইটে আপনার 300 টাকা দিয়ে হয়ে যাচ্ছে যদি আপনারা 3 বন্ধু আসেন আমরা আসছি 4 জন সো আপনাদের ওইভাবে হয়ে যাবে এটা আপনারা মাথায়